Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages Blind. Yeah, that fight really wasn't so hard. I don't know why I died the last time. And if it wasn't obvious already, this is post-commentary because when I finished doing this recording session, my Audacity just decided to take a giant shit and quit out on me, and I couldn't find the temporary file that would let me get it back, so I was screwed out of that. In any case, yeah, we beat the modeling game with really no difficulty this time, and for some reason we have a time paradox going on here because our name is already in Goron Legend without actually having gone back to change history yet. Don't know why. Anyway, I did a good amount of cutting when putting this together already, and so this is probably only going to be a couple of videos long. One of my regular commenters pointed this bombable wall out to me that I went by and I somehow didn't notice. And here is the piece of heart that we passed by earlier. So that is piece of heart number 6 out of 12. Now, here I moved over to, I derped around for far too long trying to get my way back here in the past to free the Goron Elder. Because apparently we had multiple bomb flowers instead of just one, as the dialogue will imply later. And this somehow doesn't cause a cave-in of any sort. I don't know why that blast was so large, but in any case, yeah. I ended up wandering around way too much in the middle of doing all of this. We got the crown key for helping the Goron Elder, which is the key to the next dungeon. And by luck, Mabel seems to really like this screen. You'll see why later in the future episodes. And yeah, I noticed here, once we have the touching book, this will be scripted if you get hit by her, if you hit her rather during the event, and she gives us the magic ore, which will be in the next item in this. I know where to go with that item once I go back to recording this again. I got real used to seeing that that portal there because well, you'll see again. You'll see. Yeah. So we're putting our Pegasus seeds and our Rock's Feather to good use going through this cave here. I end up falling a few too many times on my repeated trips through here, and it's far too easy to fall when into any of these holes here. See? There you go. Pretty damn annoying. In any case, right outside of this door is going to be the Crown Dungeon. And, yeah, at this point I just stopped caring. I was like, keys to seize. Fine, I already have it. Might as well just make it as painful as it needs to be. I don't really like the music for this dungeon very much. It just seems a little too dissonant, I guess. A little, not necessarily dissonant, just kind of like random. I don't know, this is my music theory side going a little nuts on me. For some reason, when looking into this onto the recording thing, it makes it look like the screen is on a arcade cabinet or something, like a CRT for some reason. I checked these walls here because the two torches was like, huh, I remember this. There's probably a bombable wall between them. Nope. Chuck Testa. And this is our first real introduction to these crystal balls in this game, that create the walls. Jeez, I just ate. No wonder I'm burping so much. Ugh. Hopefully this recording will work. In any case, I did a little exploring around here. Didn't really get too much done in the first 15 minutes or so I was in this dungeon. didn't help that that a lot of enemies in here take a lot of hits, and I mean a lot of hits. And I searched through these trying to get some hearts, but to no avail. As long as this is going to be a rather long session here, there's no more cuts until the end of this particular video that I'm splitting it up at. Got the map here. I'm going to talk about since the last recording, Go Busters has finished. Excuse me. And I'm gonna just try to put a quick little thing. I'm eventually gonna do like a review of that series on the side, but I'll make a little quick opinion about it right now. I rather liked it. I mean, it has a few narrative flaws around midway through that they don't even bother to hand wave out, but and the main cast, the main three, aren't really that memorable of characters. I mean, the only times they seem to be memorable is when either the Buddy Roids are acting as middlemen for them, or when their weak points come up. And that's really not the way to go about things. Yeah, I explored a little too much going through here, so I always hit a lot of dead ends. So yeah, Go Busters is a pretty decent series. The villains end up very much overshadowing the heroes, so it kind of sucks in that way, but it's really not that bad. So find it somewhere and give it a watch if you feel like it. What else did I talk about during this? Probably figure out later. And yeah, this dungeon also gave us our laserizer, whatever the hell they're called. I forget what they're called in other games. I can't think of it. Yeah, but around this point in the game, I kinda mostly got used to the throwing arc that this had. Yeah, I sound like I'm sick, but I'm really not. I just ate. Yeah, I had a few. I was getting a little frustrated by hitting all of these key doors here, because it's kind of like the face shrine, I think, from Link's Awakening, where you have to use a whole bunch of keys in rapid succession in order to go through the dungeon. So it's kinda iffy. It was not really iffy, it's just a little bit frustrating in that you have to really go all over the place before you kind of go through the main path of the dungeon. Which is actually separate from the from the path to get to the boss. I was trying to find a way to kill anti-fairies. We don't have magic powder in this game as far as I know, so I guess I'll have to wait until we get some other items that I've spied while going through the game facts guide that I have on my computer. Jeez, I'm turning into JonTron again here. And killing all these guys in this room here will cause a staircase to appear in the top of the room, which leads, I think, this is one thing about this particular game that kind of irks me a little bit, is that they don't differentiate stairs that lead to different floors and stairs that lead to an underground area. Which is, it's kind of backwards. Like, the dungeons of Link's Awakening were only one. Well, they had if they had multiple floors, they were really small floors. I don't remember if they really differentiated them. I like this puzzle right here because it allows for the use of using larger enemies for the switch hook. And in the process, I learned why it was killing smaller enemies, because he couldn't I guess they have to be as big as you, which begs the question, just how large are these pots? Yeah, I dirked with those for a little bit, and I didn't go directly down like I had before, because I was an idiot. Though I did make the good decision to use the switch hook to throw that switch from beyond the blocks to get down to this next area down here, which was my first area of frustration. And the sad thing is, I could have gotten it, I just wasn't fast enough in doing this particular puzzle. It took me a little, and I don't like how they did this puzzle, because there was really no indication. You basically had to just go through trial and error with your inventory, in order to find out what triggered the puzzle. You'll see me doing that in a minute. I'm not sure why they put this here, because you're just hitting it a couple of times to go through. It's a little bit pointless. As I'm going through this game, the dungeons just seem to be becoming increasingly frustrating. I mean, it's good. It's fine to have an increase in difficulty, but when you're going around like, what do I do? Where do I go? It's kind of like, well, it's back. Stop it. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Yeah, I'm trying to pull these things. I don't know why I keep trying to do that, because you can never pull these things in the 8-bit games, which makes no sense. Well, except for like those pulleys that trigger a few things. Yeah, I tried using mystery seeds on these, and that's what gave me my first clue. That because the eyes light up, as you can see, though their seeds are the only things that make them light up at all. So I tried mystery seeds first, and then I tried, like, maybe there need to be torches, so I tried I tried the smell seeds first for some reason, because for some reason I thought I could have more than one seed on screen at a time. Then I tried the ember seeds, and those didn't work either. And I tried to jump over them with the Pegasus seeds, and I was like, that was pretty dumb. And right up here, I almost finished it. I got the idea in my head to use the shooter. I just wasn't fast enough, and what you need to do is get all those three at the same time.